Hey Earth Signs, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do just kind of a random end of the week reading for you. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know what it's going to be about. We're just gonna go with it, okay? So I'm using all of my decks for this particular reading, and it will give us some random information, possibly what's going on with you. Parts of it may resonate, parts of it may not, all of it might resonate. Who knows? All right. So we'll just have a little fun here. All right. So let's see. Let's start right here. What do we have? Material wants. Okay, so that kind of sums up Earth signs, right? For a lot of people. And I'm not saying that specifically for any one person, but for Earth signs, this is definitely something that we can get overly focused on sometimes. This might be something that your person is overly focused on if you're in a connection, or even if you're in a separation with somebody. For some reason, this is coming up first. We don't know why. We don't know why yet, all right? What do we have here? We have the Hangman, and it says 360 points of view. So there is at least one other way to look at this situation, okay? So this might be saying that you're very focused on one way of looking at things, possibly with a person or possibly at something in your life. And it feels like Spirit is saying, there is another way to look at things. There is another path that you might not be seeing to get to what you want. And that might have something to do with material wants. You could be, who knows, looking to purchase a house. You could be looking to get a new job. You could be, looking to purchase something in specific, or feeling like you don't have the money to do that, okay? But there is some other way of looking at this, of looking at getting what you want. And again, this could in some way apply to your person or to you. What do we have here? Deciding what's next for me now. Is this you, or is this somebody in your life? This might be impacting how you decide what's next for you, or it could be impacting how somebody is deciding what's next for them in their life. All right, so we're going to clarify some of this as we move along here. Let's see what this material wants is about. Material wants, Two of Wands. So it's like you know what it is that you want. You may not know how to get there. You might not feel like it's possible. And the reason I say that is because this Hangman is there, basically saying, there are 360 degrees in a circle. So there are at least 360 ways to view something, okay? Deciding what's next. Let's see what that's about. And we've got 7 of Swords. All right, so 7 of Swords can mean a lot of things, right? It can mean, something shady is going on that maybe somebody here wants to move away from. 7 of Swords sometimes can indicate, that we're doing something that we shouldn't be doing, or, doing something on the shady side. What's next? You might be considering, You might be considering something that you wouldn't normally do, or that's outside of your comfort zone. But this, I feel like, Seven of Swords is saying it doesn't feel right to you. Something that you're considering doesn't feel right to you. And that's why the Hangman is showing up here saying there's another way. There's another way to go about this if you really look. Okay? You might feel that you're limited to only one or two ways. You know the goal you want, but you don't know how to get there. There's, Two of Wands is saying there are choices. I feel like you're fixated on one choice. You're fixated on one way to make something happen. All right? And you might see it, you might see that one or two ways of getting to where you want to be. You feel like you might have to cut corners to do it for some reason, okay? I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like there are other avenues to get to what you want. All right, so let's see. What else do we have here? Complacency, no decision. So this feels frustrating. Whatever this situation is feels very frustrating. You either feel like somebody in your life is not making a decision, or because of their complacency, it leaves you in a position of not making a decision or having to make a bad decision. It feels a little bit like you're at a crossroads here. Like, what do I do next? What makes sense? And I feel like this here, it's like I might have to resort to something you don't really want to do. Okay? What do we have here? Someone told a major lie. So this could be you. This could be somebody else in your life. This could be why there's been no decision made. A major lie can point to the Seven of Swords for sure. What's this major lie about? Seven of Wands. Okay, so fire energy. There is fire energy coming up here. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, you might be dealing with somebody who's a fire sign. Someone told a major lie, and I feel like whatever this lie is about, I don't feel like this is necessarily telling us what the lie is about, but I feel like they are, how do I put this? It's like they're digging in their heels in the lie. It's like they have two ways they can go, right? They can come clean. You can come clean if that's what needs to happen. I feel like whoever has told the lie wants to stay in that energy, would rather protect themselves in a lie than risk themselves in the truth. Okay? That's what I'm feeling here. This feels like, let's see. Let's try to get one more card here to try to see what this is about. All right, the Fool. Some risky behavior, okay? This lie is about some type of risky behavior that you or this other person took. And this can be fixed. Whatever this is, it can be fixed. So if you're sitting in this energy, not making any decision, worrying that you're going to have to live a lie, or not live your truth. I feel like this is saying there is another way that you're not seeing right now. Okay? So something is going on here with you, and this could be, again, this doesn't have to be romance. This can be at work. This could be in a family situation. This could be anything. You could apply this to anything. All right, so let's see. What do we have over here? A person that feels like home to you is coming. All right. So remember, going back to the Two of Wands, there are definitely two ways you can go. Again, it feels like you're at a little bit of a crossroads. So you might be dealing with somebody that, this could represent somebody that you might be very passionate about. You might be in love with them. You might have risked everything for this person, or they might have risked everything for you, or the two of you might have taken a risk together. And now with this card, with the number 18, that breaks down to a number 9. I feel like you're alone, or your person's alone, okay? And you're looking at this like, I just don't know what to do. I don't know what decision to make. I don't know what direction to take. But at the same time, as far as some material want, you do know what you want. Does this person have to do, that's in your life right now or recently in your life, does that have anything to do with material wants for you? Do you see that person as a means to getting your material wants? That could be. That could be why you're conflicted. A person that feels like home is coming. And then we have authentic communication. So this feels like very different energy. This feels like somebody different. Could be somebody new. It could be somebody that comes back to you from the past. But I feel like this is very positive energy, where this feels like heavy energy. Somebody could be in your life that gives you a lot. Maybe there is guilt around that. Feeling guilt around, taking things from somebody, or taking money, or getting what you want in the material world, but there's no feeling there. You might feel like there is, there's no way out of this situation. There's no decision that can be made because I don't want to give up these material things that I have, that I've acquired for maybe any reason. But I feel like somebody, you possibly, or somebody took a risk here. Somebody took a risk with their, possibly with their material desires. Like love might have snuck up on you. 7 of Swords. You might have engaged in some not so desirable behavior, right? And now you're deciding what's next for you now. There are a lot of different ways you can go that feel better than this energy. This doesn't feel good. What do we have here? We have the source. God knows your answer. And since the source is within you, you already know the answer. You already know the answer. And this is coming, around this. What does the answer have to do with? It has to do with communicating authentically. So if you're lying or somebody in your life is lying to you, okay, that is not authentic communication. That's not coming from, the heart, from what you truly feel or from what this person truly feels. A person that feels like home to you is coming. Well, that's beautiful. Coming with authentic communication. So again, completely different energy down here. What do we have? Gentle, soft-spoken, quiet, and peaceful. This is beautiful. So I feel like down here, it's like the Hangman is showing you what could be. If you're at a crossroads. If you're in this energy, you could be in this energy. You can decide to be in this energy anytime you want. If you're struggling with a difficult decision, or if you've lied about something, or if you have taken or made a risky decision, it's still fixable, right? There's different ways to look at this. And you might have done this, okay, as a means, to, without even realizing it, you might have done it as a means to move on from something. What do we have here? I had a close call in life, but slipped through. Close call. And it's falling right underneath this, right? Someone told a lie. There was a close call about a risk that somebody took here. And I feel like this person stubbornly defended taking that risk, or defended themselves because they knew they might have been lying about a situation. You might have had to do that with somebody in your life, or you felt like you had to do that. And somebody suspected that somebody else was not telling the truth. And somebody might have lied because they didn't want to give up material wants or material goods or money, basically. Even though Two of Wands says, you know what you want, it's like, I'm not taking any action. So again, this could be somebody in your life that knows what they want, doesn't take any action because they don't want to lose money. But Hangman is saying, there are different ways to look at this situation, different ways to move through it, different decisions to make. Somebody is asking themselves, what is next for me? Do I stay in some type of risky behavior? Do I stay in an energy of not telling the truth or not living my truth? Or do I move towards something that feels better? Okay? Somebody here realizes they had a close call in life. Okay? But they slipped through. They got through it. You might feel like you got away with something, or somebody feels like they got away with something. And I feel like there's an appreciation for that, and at the same time, some guilt around that. All right, so let's see. A person that feels like home to you is coming. All right, we have Six of Wands. Again, fire sign. Victory in love. Okay? This feels really good. Really good. What is the communication going to be about? Why they were holding back from you. It could have been because they were in this energy. Or they could be telling you what they're holding on to. What they were holding on to. Material wants. They wanted to hang on to, what they've built over their life. What they've accumulated. Money, potentially. All right? Let's see. Look at Tower is coming up over the Source. This feels like complete opposite energy than this. So it's like something big had to happen. And that's what I feel like this card is saying, right? I had a close call in life, but slipped through. Which, you know, and what you think you got away with, or what they think they got away with, you know, I feel like the Tower Source is saying, you know what? Something is coming down here regardless. You know, and I feel like with this card coming right underneath the Seven of Swords, it feels like the lies will be exposed, you know, whether we want that or not. It's like, that's why there's such an energy over here of defending. Somebody's defending themselves over a risk they took, possibly. Maybe with somebody else. Who knows? But it feels very intense how much somebody is defending themselves or defending the lie. But something's coming in to change that. All right? Tower, the Source. God knows your answer. And it may come through a Tower moment. Tower moments don't have to be bad, but they are big and they are unexpected. All right, so what is this? I had a close call, but slipped through. 10 of Wands. So just by knowing this, just by knowing whoever got away with something here, just by knowing that, okay, it's like they have to carry the weight of that. Again, guilt. I feel guilt here. Close call in life, but slipped through. What's this Tower about? See, this is what I'm saying. So this Tower, 10 of Pentacles, it's going to be painful on the way down, but on the way back up, it's going to bring something beautiful. 10 of Pentacles. This is what everybody wants. This is love and money. This is abundance. Okay, so if somebody was afraid of losing all their money or losing all their material goods, that's out the window. All right, so, and this is coming because somebody needs to get out of this energy and they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to do it. So somebody else comes into your life or into their life, into your life, that feels like home, that speaks authentically to you and truthfully to you. You know, this might be this person's Tower. They are very gentle, soft-spoken, quiet, and peaceful. Let's see. The Magician. So this is somebody that could feel a little bit magical to you. You might know who this is, and you might not know who it is yet. What else? Look at that, 10 of Cups. We have 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups down here, and 10 of Wands. What's missing? 10 of Swords. So that's interesting. So when we go back to this card of deciding what's next, if you're deciding between betraying somebody and not betraying somebody, I don't feel like you're going to betray somebody. And if it applies to who you are dealing with, same thing. If they're deciding between betraying somebody and not betraying somebody, I feel like they're not going to do that. We don't have the 10 of Swords here. We have 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is about complete emotional fulfillment. Somebody that's coming in is bringing in complete emotional fulfillment, possibly because they've looked at things from a lot of different perspectives and they're choosing not to go into the Seven of Swords. Even if they defended a lie, authentic communication, possibly admitting what they were holding on to, why they were lying, why they felt like they had to lie. All right, so what do we have here? Wow. This says, you make me better. You are my desire. You make me want to run your way. You love me in a special way. You saw what's in your heart, or you say what's in your heart. You see me for who I truly am, and you know I want you to be mine. What do we have here? I know how things ended was not right. So there was an ending here at some point, and that same person could be coming back because the two of you feel like home to each other. It feels different than anything else that either one of you have had in the past. It does feel like a victory. You know, no relationship is without problems or without challenges, right? What do we have here? There was a spiritual awakening here. Okay, so a lot of times when we find ourselves in a crossroads or at a crossroads in life, this is one of two things is going to happen. You or whoever is going to go very deeply into their ego, which would show this type of behavior, okay? Or they're going to awaken through challenge. So it definitely feels like the two of you went through some type of challenge, or there are ongoing challenges within a relationship. But challenge, struggle sometimes is what brings upon an awakening for people. Okay? Without it, they don't go deep within and ask certain questions of life, of themselves, of other people, right? They don't do that because things are moving along smoothly. You'll find that anybody that has awakened spiritually has probably gone through a lot in their life. You know, and it doesn't have to be things that they've brought on themselves, okay? Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, okay? But this person, it feels like they have had some type of revelation or awakening. Let's go back up to the Hangman for a minute. I want to see something. 9 of Pentacles. Let's move this. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. So earth sign here. All we really have here, we've got earth and fire. And then we've got Magician, 10 of Cups. This is the only swords. 7 of Swords, you know, this is kind of our deepest, darkest thoughts. And it's like somebody here was considering going down that negative, very high in our ego path. Or their other choice is to awaken to what's authentic for them, what's truthful for them, what source, you know, or God knows to be true for you and for this person. And I feel like through dramatic challenge here with the Tower comes 10 of Pentacles. That's why it's like, if you stay in that attitude of gratitude in a way, or if you stay in the attitude of everything's always working out for me. This is what comes from that attitude. If you're the person that says nothing is ever working out for me, then that creates a more challenging path for sure. So somebody definitely up here was very heavily in their ego. This complacency, no decision. Let's see what that was about. Four of Wands. Again, fire. So there was, or is, I should say, there was an extremely strong connection between the two of you, okay? And either you or the other person or both of you could see a path for a long-term 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Magician. So there was something magical, something different about this connection, about the relationship that you could see growing. But what's attached to that is somebody was very complacent, not making a decision, seemingly. Okay, seemingly, I feel, is the important words there. Okay, because this could be, I feel like this is at the heart of this. Seven of Swords, you know, it's like, do I go down a truthful path, or do I, you know, do I take a shortcut, or do I do something that doesn't really feel like the best thing? And again, this could be you, this could be somebody else, all right? Somebody that you're dealing with. Somebody here, you know, had some type of Seven of Swords situation. Sneaky, shady, lying, okay? Definitely. And you're asking yourself, is that who I want to be? Is that really what I want to be? Right? Somebody here over, you know, Seven of Wands, Fool, someone told a major lie. What was that lie about? Well, it was definitely about some type of risky behavior, okay? Was that you? Or was that your person? Or was that both of you? Somebody here felt like this was a close call. They might have gotten caught. They might have ended up losing everything that they've worked for. They knew the direction they wanted to go in, but they didn't. Okay? Something was holding them back. Their material wants. Or money. You know, same thing. Source and Spirit is saying that there are many different directions you could go besides this. Nine of Pentacles, I feel like, goes along with complacency and no decision. 18 breaks down to a 9. So again, Nine of Pentacles, and this card here is saying that I feel like somebody either felt very alone, or the two of you were separated, or, you know, I feel like somebody's been alone for a while. Somebody here is, or both of you are. This could definitely be a separation. But I feel like with this Tower coming in, especially over this Source card, it's saying, you know, based on what you decide, or what this person decides, will decide how this really unfolds. This card here, there's only one of these cards in this deck. It's like this person is saying, you make me a better person. This could be Four of Wands, a twin flame. Twin connection. You make me want to run your way. And this person is admitting, I know how things ended was not right. And again, the only way towards really, you know, true love, okay, authentic communication, And that might involve explaining some difficult things, okay, that they have held back in the past. You know, this, for some of you, could also be with the Tower and the Ten of Pentacles. You know, somebody's marriage completely fell apart because of this connection, or somebody's committed relationship fell apart because of this connection. All right, let's see. Just going to pull a couple of oracle cards. All right, so you might identify with this card, you might identify with this card, you might identify with both, okay? And before I turn these cards over, I'll just let you know that I'm going to be doing a same-day reading marathon on Saturday. What's the date on Saturday? Let me see. Well, it's the 19th. So Saturday the 19th, I will be doing a same-day reading marathon. So all the information that you need for that is below in the description box. So I know a lot of you, when you want your reading, you want it as soon as possible, and that's the day to do it if you want that, all right? So let's see what we have here. We have, look at this, we have celebration. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out and dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Well, we know that. There is an invitation on the way. And then what do we have? Go outside. It's time to go outside. Tune in to the powerful peace of nature wherever you are and feel at one with your habitat. You know, a lot of you might feel like, oh, that's not that exciting of a card. But I will tell you that this, you might be surprised, you know, how amazing you feel after you spend some quiet time out in nature or around animals or taking your dog for a walk or anything that just separates you from the daily grind. That's what that's saying. But it feels like something's coming your way that's going to be a very positive thing. And I feel like it's coming your way because you or the other person decided that this is not what they wanted. Okay? Which, you know, that's huge. And it's always amazing that when, you know, you make a decision like this and you immediately feel some type of relief, that relief is source and spirit basically saying, good job. That's exactly right. Even if it feels hard. If it gives you that sense of relief and your stomach stops churning, that tells you that you're moving in the right direction. When your stomach churns, that means you're probably not on the right path. Okay? You can feel it. That's what your intuition is. That's what intuition feels like. And that's your solar plexus. That's also your gut response. So, yeah. All right. So just a fun little extra reading this week. I like doing these readings. I like to watch them unfold, you know. So I hope you enjoy them too. All right. So thanks so much. Have a great weekend. Feel free to, you know, reach out and let me know that you want a same day reading, and we'll get you scheduled. All right. Thanks so much. Much love.